Hi, welcome back to my channel. Okay, so at this point we will continue where we left it, and we will pick it up from the order line of the order service. So please stay tuned. I would really appreciate it if you could like my videos and share, and also subscribe to my channel. So we want to take a look at is order line, and order line follow the same convention. We are anointing the REST control, and then we are saying request mapping, and the request mapping is the same conventions that we have. We have API /v1/order dash lines, and that's how I've got it here. And require argument constructor annotation, and then we are injecting the order line service here, and we've got a get mapping that seems to be the only one we have here, and /order, and then the order ID that will get order. So find all orders by this particular order ID, and yeah, I guess that's it. So the order ID is the order ID we are passing to it, and then we are using it to get it, and then we are returning, we get all find all orders by this ID. And because it's in the same service, we are not passing in the client, we're just going straight to pass that order. So you see how when it comes to writing the test, we've got to do all these, right? Let's take a look at the service for this one. So find all orders by ID, you pass on the order number, and we return order line repository dot find all by order ID, and we stream through it, and we map it, and then we are mapping it to this mapper, which is basically this one. Map to order line response, and then we are collecting it to a list. So let's take a look at this order mapper, order line mapper. In this, this is order line response is what we need to talk about. So order line response, we passing on the order line and returning order line response, order line and order line quantity, and order line response will be in the DTO. So order line response is this one. This is what order line response expect: an order number, a reference, total amount, and payment method. That is the order line response. Okay, that's it. That's all we need to cover for the order line for now. The next big thing about this method is probably the repository, which we've seen quite a bit. So we got order repository, nothing much because we haven't specified any or the customizable method. Yeah, so we don't need to state it here, but as usual it is an interface, and I name it as order repository because that is my convention. It's easier for you to see which one, whether it's a controller or a repository or service, if you just add that bit to the last bit of that class or interface. Extend the JPA repository, and then we got order, and we are passing long because that is the type of order number. The same thing with order line repository, we pass long because that is the type of order line ID. So let's go here. So this is why we are passing long, because this field is long type. Yeah. And then we got customizable method here. That is the bit where we get the order, find all by order ID. So that is the bit that we were just taking a look at, and that is the customizable method, and so we stated here that we want it. Yeah. that is the quick glance of order. Now the next thing we want to talk about is Kafka, but I'm not going to go into Kafka at the moment because I think it should be handled once I go into the notification, and then I will come back to this class again, just like I'm going to do for the product class. Now whenever we create an order, we need to pass on the details, confirmation to Kafka. So we'll come back to it. When in bid, we will take it out, and when in bid, we would confirmation and producer will take it out because I've moved it. I was confused where I wanted it to be, and I've moved it into the product service. So when we talk about it and we get to a certain point, I will delete this one. I think this is it for order, and I thought it would take longer, but not really. The only thing I haven't taken a look at is the product, and there are other method which I will talk about later because it's much more deeper than it looks. So we will look at the product service at some point because I haven't gone deeper with yeah, it's a bit complicated and I haven't gone deeper into that yet, so it's still experimental and I don't need to talk about it at the moment. Now at some point when I saw this problem out, which I have to do offline because I can't exactly figure out why it's being refused, it should be working. Once I've got it sorted, I will run and then we run the test. Thank you for coming back to my channel. See you in the next video.